Greetings everyone, welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. In the last episode we took out Vanitas Remnant, and we've also, well actually in the last episode we took out the mysterious unknown no-name figure. And now in this episode we're actually going to continue on with our Kingdom Hearts adventure, because even after defeating Vanitas Remnant and No Name, your adventure is not done yet. Whatever. There are a lot of optional things that you can actually do in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Even though it's a PSP game, there's still a lot of things to do. Like, you can head back into all the old worlds and to be able to go ahead and end up collecting all the sticker albums. If you end up managing to collect all 20 and manage to arrange the stickers in their rightful places, you can end up gaining points for those. You have to put them in the right spots. You'll actually know that you put them in the right spots when it sparkles different if it makes like a different sound and sparkles differently. So if you end up managing to get 140, and this is only a Final Mix exclusive command drive, the Rhythm Mixer. Rhythm Mixer is essentially a beatbox rhythm attack that makes basically all your characters' attack strength a lot better, and its finishing command is much significantly better than Ghost Drive for Aqua. Anyways, that's actually not the thing that we have to do. We have many things for us to end up actually showcasing for Birth by Sleep. The many things is actually Disney Town, but we've also got this area right here, the Mirage Arena. You can actually access this area from the very beginning of the game, but what is the point of the Mirage Arena? Well, if you guys are familiar with arena-based games where you just have a gauntlet of waves of enemies that you need to fight, well, there you go. So let's go ahead and enter the Mirage Arena and see what it has to unfold. Now, when you do enter the Mirage Arena, it allows you to do three things: Arena, Command Board, and Rumble Racing. You can go ahead and change your color to whatever type of armor you wish to go with, and since I'm like of the Aqua type blue person, I will end up having Aqua's armor into a bluish color. Ah, look at that. She looks fantastic. Anyways, let's enter. Now, if this was the original PSP version of Final Mix, or I should say the original version and the Final Mix PSP version of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, you actually will be able to play with friends, but you don't have that luxury. So you want to know what they decided to do for this version? They decided to make the Mirage Arena a lot harder, and also gave you like more things for you to actually do. For right now, we don't really have a lot of things to go for. The unique enemies that are actually in here are actually not the bosses here. Is actually this guy right here. This guy is known as the Imprison. He's basically a random unversed enemy that, commands the Mirage Arena, and is kind of this game's super boss. He's actually the original super boss, the final super boss in the original Birth by Sleep, but now that you're playing Final Mix, you have three Birth by Sleep enemies. Like if you see here, Monster of the Sea, you notice that the difficulty is 4 compared to the others, which are kind of like 2s and the occasional 3, if we don't really have 3 as of yet. To be able to unlock more stuff in the Mirage Arena, you have to go ahead and gather arena. You have to increase your arena level. The only way to increase your arena level is by many methods. One is to complete at least every single arena mode once, complete the command board, and by complete, I mean you have to win the command board. You can't just lose. If you lose, it won't count. And you also have to complete all of the Rumble Roses. My God. The Rumble Racing. To be able to unlock more of the Rumble Racing minigame, you have to go ahead and beat it in Disney Town to be able to unlock more. That's kind of the main reason as to why I didn't really go into detail with it. And, it's weird. But the command board itself, you don't have to complete the one outside of the world map. You just have to complete the one that is in the Mirage Arena itself. When you have, I think, however, and I'm not really sure on this, and I'm hoping that's not the fact, you probably cannot unlock the final command board until you probably complete the command board outside of the Mirage Arena. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong on that. The final command board for the Mirage Arena and for the outside portion is actually the land of departure. You end up having to do this twice. You can see right there that the map shows the land of departure now, and, you know, so on and so forth. You can go ahead and decrease how many players you want on the thing. I mean, it doesn't really make the difficulty higher or lower or anything. It just makes it so that the turns can go a little bit faster. I kind of always recommend to just have 2, because you kind of don't really want 3 to be running around. It probably will take, it'll take too long, and some points requirements are a little bit higher than others. I'll go into more detail of what the command board is actually having to deal with. But anyways, let's do the Day of Reckoning. For Birth by Sleep Final Mix 2.5 version, they end up giving you bonus challenges, which is Tough as Nails 5 times or less, Heal 5 times or less, and, you know, Lather, Rinse, Repeat, and all that jazz. So once you're ready, oh, I should also mention, when you have, like, medal, every time you end up winning battles, you end up getting medals. I know, it's amazing how the aerial recovery ability is actually in this game, but you can only access it in the Mirage Arena. There's also a bunch of command styles that you can, also, well, not command styles, command finishers that you can also utilize. Shot locks. I'm dumb. Anyways, I just go through it like this. We got no attacks, sadly. No magics, no items. The friendships, you can actually utilize these things outside of battle as well. They're not just dedicated to the Mirage Arena alone. You can also use them outside of battle. I kind of recommend if you want to utilize Trinity Limit. It's not a one-time only use, mind you. You can use it whenever you want. It's kind of like it's similar to how you use regular command deck abilities. There's movement, there's fence, there's reprisal, shot locks, which are flame salvo, photon charge, and bio barrage. You can actually find the lightning ability that we have, the lightning spark ability here. And then there's also risky tickets, which technically are kind of useless in all honesty, because, I mean, it's to be able to go ahead and make you get into these arenas without the need of the arena level, but you're going to end up trying to increase your arena level anyway, so what's the point? You're going to end up unlocking them regardless. Anyways, that kind of is one thing I want to see. Prison Rain. I kind of don't really want Prison Rain, because after seeing what Lightning Ray can do, I kind of prefer Lightning Ray. Alright, let's go ahead and get it on with it. Now, these type of things are going to be, like, difficult to commentate over, because once you've seen them once, you kind of already seen them all. So, what's the deal of this, and what's so great about it? Well, aside from you testing out your skills and whatever, you can also, I guess, have something to do. The major goal that we're trying to get to, however, is we're trying to get to the secret bosses. There are 2 secret bosses. One of them is I wouldn't really count. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I kind of can't count him, because he is exclusive to Final Mix. The monster of the sea is the fight with Monstro, and yeah, you're actually I'm serious, you're literally fighting the whale. It's kind of weird and incredible all at the same time, but you know, it's Monstro. He does things. You guys know Monstro. He's the whale. He's a whale of a whale. I've never seen the Pinocchio movie. I was about to say the Pokemon movie. I was like, wait a minute, that is like the wrong thing, dude. Anyways, this is Ghost Drive. Like I said, not my favorite. It's really not. It's not as great as you think it is. But the one command style that we're gonna try to get ourselves is if I can go ahead and get this stupid bird. Yeah, there we go. Anyways. Oh, okay, never mind. It looks like we're not gonna be able to get it. This is actually the first form of the Imprison. And the reason why he's called the Imprison is because, well, he's actually in prison. He'll start to become unimprisoned, which kind of ends up defeating the purpose of his name. There is there's another unique unversed enemy that we'll actually be able to fight soon. And yeah, that's it. Anyways. There is another unique unversed enemy that we'll fight, and this one actually has a book. It's actually pretty interesting. I'm not ending the part now, guys, because to be perfectly honest, it's very short. Oh, I was supposed to heal 5 times? Oh, whatever. Anyways, as you can see here, it ends up telling you what you have done for the mission complete. You fought your way through the Day of Reckoning in arena mode, which ends up increasing your level. Alright. Okay. Now, I know if I do the command board, it will probably be a long episode. So, you know what? Let's do it anyways. Alright. Command board. Do you guys like Fortune Street? Or Fortune's Market? You guys like that minigame? This is essentially what it is. You're literally playing Fortune Street / Market. And I'm going to say this now. Go to the options menu, and you got to do this every single time. It's annoying. Anyways, you just roll the dice, go through an area, buy whatever you need by using any sort of ability. The best thing about this thing is that it also ends up increasing your commands levels depending on the ones that you use, which is actually pretty interesting. I'm gonna say this now. This game is completely luck based. Like, mind you, that's kind of like a no-brainer kind of thing when it comes to these type of games, but it's really strictly luck based. You're probably gonna win, you're probably not gonna win. It's not fun. But I will have to say though, this is a lot more interesting on the PSP. It's boring by yourself because you're literally playing this by yourself. So how do you commentate over these kind of games? You don't. You just pray that the game ends up commentating over itself and something actually happens. I'm not really a huge fan of playing party games, and I'm not a huge fan of commentating over party games by myself specifically. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people that end up doing it, and you know, they can do a fantastic job. I can't. Not because I'm boring or anything. It's most likely it's just you just seeing what's on screen. But it also ends up giving me the chance of saying, hey, I don't have to actually talk about the game. I mean, seriously. Every time you keep every time you pass a checkpoint, obviously, you end up getting yourself another card back. You can actually never lose. You can lose cards. So be careful for that. But so far, we're actually doing a very good job so far, but don't think that yet. You can still get screwed over, and trust me, it happens a lot. The one that can potentially screw you over is that purple block there, which is basically, depending on the area you're in, and there's also like a slight chance that you'll get Commander Dark or Commander Justice. Captain Dark and Captain Justice. Captain Justice ends up giving you free medals and also ends up buying stuff from you. And Captain Dark ends up taking medals from you and also can screw you over. During your time in the of having cards, there's a chance that you can go ahead and utilize cards. You can go ahead and end up doing the Joker of Fortune allows you to go ahead and do it with whatever random thing that you want to do, and the amazing Aqua, nice dice roll. My God, my commentary is just going all over the place. I apologize, guys, but yeah, Tara, you okay? Okay, good. I thought you had literally lost your mind. But yeah, the dice roll, I want to say is set, but not really. And the reason why you want to increase the speed, because I'm going to say this now, it's really slow of how everything goes. So right now I'm just splurging. You can also think of this as a Monopoly game. Then again, I think Fortune Street is kind of, I think Fortune Street is kind of like a Monopoly game in itself. So I'm not too far off. I play Monopoly. Very good game. Long as balls, though. Like, when you really think about it, it's a long game. And you also notice that when you have, like, the same exact icon, it ends up increasing how much GP you end up obtaining. Really good strategy. Like I said, there is strategy to this, but sometimes that strategy is not utilized with computer players. I would say that computer players are stupid. Oh God, sorry about that. Like, computer players are not like, they're not, you're not really gonna think of them to be able to do whatever stuff that they can do, like the smartest thing. I mean, you can literally screw them over without any problems, and that's kind of like the best part of the game. Screwing your opponents over. Remember, don't let your opponent win. If you let them win, well, then you lose. And trust me, it's a pain in the ass when you think that you're about to win, and next thing you know, you just lose. Now, once you've gotten all 4 checkpoints, you want to head back to the key so you can be able to obtain massive amounts of points. Your goal is to just get 500 points. 5,000 points. Once you've gotten 5,000, you can essentially you will end up winning. Now, this is the unique surprise thing for the land departure. You end up summoning your Keyblade Rider, and you can ride whichever block you want to go. For Terra's sake, he goes 1 block over. Amazing, fantastic, Terra. It's like, yeah, okay, and I'm here. And it's like, okay, now what are you gonna do? Nothing. Nice work, Terra. You're fantastic, bro. Also, I'm not gonna lie, at least Terra sounds a little bit more like he's acting. I mean, Aqua does too, for the most part. I just keep crapping on Aqua every chance I get. I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys like Aqua and everything, but I'm sorry. Like, I don't like this game. I don't like this mini game specifically. And the thing is, you have to do it to unlock the secret bosses. And now I'm stunned. Great. And that's like my only problem with this minigame is the fact that you're forced to do it to unlock extra content. It's by far the worst thing that this game could have ever done. I mean, I appreciate it. I'm glad that in other Kingdom Hearts series, you don't have to do any of that stuff to be able to go ahead and unlock secret bosses. But the fact that the designers decided to say, hey, they don't have like multiplayer in, they could have put this online, to be fair. Like, they really could have just put this in an online game. Like, they could have put the Mirage Arena into an online way, because I'm gonna say this now, being able to fight the 2 secret bosses alone is really boring. Like, the fact that they were kind of, I want to say they were kind of designed for having multiple people fight them, but not really, because you can beat them by yourself. Like, the game is not the arenas that you do are not impossible to beat by yourself. It's just that it's more of a, why would you want to go ahead and fight these enemies by yourself when you want to kind of fight it with other people and your friends? Like, come on. Like, this game is supposed to be like, you know, having the Keyblade wielders work together and whatnot, and then you kind of have them doing like stupid stuff by themselves. Like, okay, whatever. No, stop wasting money, Aqua. We need all this money. Wow, I'm actually doing pretty well, even though my chances of winning can still turn around if Terra managed to get the jet glider and literally just fly over to the key. And trust me, that can happen. Okay. Now, another thing I should mention, if you are kind of on the verge of losing or whatever, it's kind of recommended to use these cards to your advantage to be able to actually stun your opponent, because stunning them basically gives you like an extra turn to be able to move, so you don't have to really worry so much. And trust me, you're probably going to be doing that a lot. Magic gives you more dice power, and Keyblades give you attack power. Attacks give you more defensive capabilities on your opponent. It's weird. Anyways, I'm gonna have to end up going this way because I don't have red, so, oh, there's that. Oh, and now we're gonna win. Yay! And Terra, what do you have to go ahead and say? Not a damn thing. You land of a character, you. Oh, no. I know exactly what's gonna happen now, because I've seen this. This is exactly what happened before. Well, not really. But I just don't like this. I already know what's coming. And damn it, Terra, it ain't happening, bro. Well, he's got 4,000. He's not gonna be able to get it. Oh, look at that. He's got Captain Dark. That's sad.
Disguised in shadows, the rogue racer reigns. I am Captain Dark. Captain Dark's ready for action.
Anyways, and this is the power of Captain Dark. As you can see there, Terra is in a very huge pickle. That's a damn shame. I don't care, because that's not my problem. See, that's kind of the issue as to why you don't want Captain Dark, because this is what's going to happen to Terra right now. He's going to make a move, and then, now he's on the negatives. And if you're at the negatives, you have to go ahead and sell one of your blocks to be able to get your GP back. So yeah. Sometimes it's kind of not a good thing to land on the purple spaces because there is a chance, a 50-50 chance of you getting either Captain Dark or Captain Justice. You want Captain Justice. You don't want Captain Dark. Captain Dark is bad. Captain Dark ends up beating you over the head and jacking your money. Kind of like that. And it just keeps happening to Terra. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to take my victory. Goodbye, Terra. You lose. Alright, that's one. Oh. By the way, that was lucky. Like, that was actually pretty lucky. Last time I did this, I end up losing. So yeah, like I said, whichever cards you end up using on the field, you end up leveling them up. And you kind of level them up very, very quickly. I, of course, couldn't get Ragnarok, sadly, but what are you going to do? As you can see there, Command Board Games 1-1. And my arena level has gone up another level. Booyah. Anyways, guys, that actually will be the end of this episode of Birth by Sleep. In the next episode, we'll actually be doing a little bit more Mirage Arena stuff. Because like I said before, this is probably like the main thing that's probably going to be happening. So it's going to be a long LP for Birth by Sleep. Luckily enough, Kingdom Hearts 1 won't have that problem. Well, it probably... No, it actually won't, because I've planned out what to actually do in that game. So, alright, see you guys next time for the next episode of Birth by Sleep. See yas!